The Tholin Demonic Deck of Fate event. Is it worth spending your energy or your soul stones on? Well, let's take a brief look at what's inside and try and figure that out for ourselves. In terms of Deck of Fate events, this one isn't that stacked with rewards. The main thing catching my eye is just the extra demon points so that we can get closer to getting 5 souls on Tholin himself. And you know, we've got the Twisted Horns, which we can use for relics and the occasional other rewards, and the typical stuff coming from the chests themselves. Now, to get the actual Fate Scrolls, we are going to need to basically get artifacts and summon souls from soul stones, with the majority becoming from immortals and eternals. It's going to cost a lot to complete this whole thing, and honestly, it doesn't seem that worth to complete it. But if you have some souls lying about, and you don't mind opening them. I know it's not a 2x right now, but I've got some lying about, and I will open some because I think that there's a decent chance we could at least get some of these points towards the Tholin Titan event. And we are currently pretty close through milestone 4 right now, and I'm going for the whole thing. Now, I've done almost every single event. I've avoided some. For example, we just had a demon spawn specific dragons tournament. Didn't do that, but I've done the summon rushes, I've done all of the champion training, I've done all of that stuff. So I've come this far already. It doesn't make sense to slow down now. So whilst I'm not prepared to complete the whole thing, I think that I am going to go somewhat through it. I've already got 4,000 just from farming tournaments and events in dungeon divers and stuff. So we got quite a decent start already, I must say. So with that being said, we are going to jump in and go through my soul stones, and we'll see how many cards you've got at the end, see if it was worth it, and see, most importantly, how many of these demon points we'll get our hands on. Now, before we open up my, yes, I know, amazing Mortal Soulstone collection and Immortal Soulstone collection, it's not big, I'm gonna just showcase some of the legends you can get with my free code in the link in the description or the QR code on screen. If you scan that or click the link and then create a brand new account, you'll get all of these champions as you level up and the choice between one of these legendary champions. It's a really good time to start a new raid account if you haven't, because you'll probably get a better head start than an older raid account. And it's really worth doing with all of these great choices for legendary champions. So we're going to jump in and look at my souls. First, let's take a look at my wish list. Doesn't really make sense to have Tholin in there, honestly, because we're getting souls for him anyway. Harima, I wouldn't mind. Wukong, yes. And actually, Yasenza. That's what we're going to do for my legendaries. Geomancer, I'm happy with that. Let's see what other epics we can do. If you didn't know, when you put your wish list out, it's an 8 times chance to get souls for your specific wish list champion. So it's really worth doing. I think besides, like, I'll probably put Doom Priest in. And we got so many epics. Haikatoon maybe could be good. These are sort of the champs that where's Geogon? That I'm kind of working on for my account. When it comes to rares, I mean, you know, Paragon, I wouldn't mind. He's useful. There's also one more. I know this sounds weird, but this is a really cheesy option for Sand Devil, if we can find him. Where is he? Maybe we can do by level. No, we can't. By faction. So he's a lizard. Here he is. This guy can sleep the Sand Devil with high enough accuracy, so I wouldn't mind getting souls for him. I think that's about it. Okay, so let's start with our Mortal Soul Stones, and by opening these, we should have enough to get another Immortal Soul Stone. So by the end, we're going to have quite a large amount of cards. Let's do this. I think I didn't realize, by the way, when I started my game, my account and just started my journey on Raid, is like opening Soul Stones, you're not really going for like a specific soul. You're just building up your currency to the point where you can go in the store and be like, oh, there's a perfect soul for Alice, like right now, a split soul that I actually really need, but I don't have 300 Eternal Soul Essence. So we need to grind these out and get to the point where we can get that, so that when it does come by in the shop, we're ready to grab it, right? So yeah, we're just going to grind it. Let's go. Starting off, obviously, these are normal rates. We're going to see what we get. I wouldn't mind any wishlets. Daywalker Perfect Soul. So you get 90 scrolls for one of these, which means we're going to need 10 just to get one card. Pestilus Perfect Soul. Okay, we're going to keep on going. It's important to just sell souls that you don't need, especially the rares as well, if they're not any use. Acolyte, 1-star perfect soul. It's going to get more interesting when we get to the Immortals for sure. The Mortal ones aren't so interesting. Bellower, 2-star perfect soul. Okay, Bellower, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Should we keep this? I'm not sure. I know Bellower is kind of like an okay early game champ. Is he good in any areas of play, like in the mid game? Woad Painted. Okay, 1-star. Nothing too great yet, but, you know, not expected from the Mortal. What have we got? Malkith perfect soul. Okay. 2 stars. Nothing great. The good thing is, though, it doesn't matter what we pull from it. We're going to get the same amount of cards. Seducer perfect soul. Okay. I'm more interested in these Immortals, which we'll be opening in a little second. Ah, Berserker. All right. No, I thought that was somebody else. Okay, here we go. 3 more. And we've got Panthera. Nothing from my wish list yet, but I'm not too bothered about that. I'm hoping when we open our Immortals, we might get some epics or legendaries. War Maiden. Another War Maiden. I've already got a 5-star perfect soul for War Maiden, so we're definitely selling that one. Okay. And a legendary. Ooh, and it's Raf Matab. I've never even heard of this guy. Okay. Unfortunate, and it's a 1-star as well. But that will allow us to collect enough to almost get the next thing here. And if I go to my soul collection, I'm going to go rares, 1 stars. We'll keep the garlic, you know, Gaelic. I think that might be useful. 2 stars. Where did my 1 stars go? Okay, here we go. Panthera, Berserker, Seducer, Daywalker, Acolyte, Mystic Hand. I'll keep Bellower for now. Let me know if this is a smart choice to keep Bellower or not. I'm very curious. We kind of actually want to get more of this currency, though, so we might have to go and do some of the Iron Twins real quick. Let me just check. So we don't have enough for this. Let's have a little look if I got keys. I do have keys to go. Okay. Bear with me then really quickly. Let's just go through this real quick. All right, we've done our Iron Twins Fortress. That should give us just enough to get another Soul Stone. And then that will tip us over the edge to get enough to get another Immortal Soul Stone. So that's brilliant. It's always stacking up nicely. We have a few others in the actual Tholin Titan event as well. We might be able to get our hands on. 2 Hark, perfect soul. Okay, so that'll be interesting. Either way, we now have enough here. I'm going to have to sell a couple things just to make enough. Maybe 2 Hark will do it. Skrank. And that should just be enough. Like that. There we go. So that's 1 more Immortal. We go to the Mystic Market. We'll grab that. Here we go. 3 to 6-star perfect souls. This is obviously where things start to get interesting. We're also going to get 900 points for the Deck of Fate here per open. So let's see how this goes. I'm hoping we get something on my wish list, but either way. Oh, a mythical. Okay. I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's interesting when it comes to mythicals because honestly, if we go to my soul collection, this Neil soul will sell for 320. The nice soul. Oh, that is really, yeah, quite good. But you never know. I might get these I might get these mythics at some point. So I'll hold on to it for now. I think it's worth doing, right? We've got enough space, so we'll hold on to it for now. I usually only just sell the rares and the epics if the epics aren't really that interesting. Okay, let's go. We've got 2 more, though. Wasn't expecting a mythic. We've actually pulled quite a few mythics. Okay, a rare. That's more like it. That's more expected. A Flinger 4-star perfect soul. Interesting. I don't know if Flinger is going to be any good for us, so I think that's a straight up sell. And then we get an epic. It's a Umbral Enchantress. Okay. Let me have a little look at my 4-star. So if I sell that, I get 6 of the higher currency. Yeah, we do need to build that up, but for now, we're going to hold on to it. So with that being said, we are now out of souls. I mean, let's have a little look at our legendaries. If we were to sell all of these, would it be enough for another? No. We can sell the Tholin soul, though. We already have that. So I did get lucky and got a Tholin soul, which is quite funny. For now, though, we'll leave it. let's bring it to the meat of this video, which is, of course, the Deck of Fate. We have 7,000 here, so that's 7 flips. So the majority of us, what, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 40. You need 40,000 points to open the whole thing, which is quite a lot of resources. You know, we've got a finite turn attack tournament that I still need to take part in, so I'm going to get a few more here and there, but for the sake of the video, we're going to open these now. We've got 3 cards. Well, 7 cards, actually. Let's see what we get. Okay, 25 material there. All right, and we can't lock it this time. That's interesting. And another 25 material. Okay. I'm mostly looking for the Tholin demon points, though. 6-star epic chaos sword. Okay, and that's going to reset the chest chance. No problem. All right, we'll go here. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. The demon points. This is what I'm after. Every little bit of demon points is what I'm after. So it's stacks of 20, which is quite interesting. There's 140 in total. I'm going to assume that the drop rate for this is fairly high. It's kind of in like the legendary class of items. So, you know, it's interesting. But I feel like out of all the legendaries, they're probably more willing to give you these than the Twisted Horns legendary or the legendary skill tome. I feel like we're going to get these fairly often, right? And, okay, it's interesting. I'm not going to complain about that. We've got 2 more here, and we're going to see what we get. Another, yeah, so these, honestly, the drop rate for these seems quite high. And by that, I mean, you know, even though there are 40 individual items, they definitely have specific drop rates for each of these items. There's no doubt about it, right? So some things you're just going to be more likely to get than others. Like this Haste Glyph, I'm sure the chance of that's pretty low, even though it's a common. These Twisted Horns, drop rate for that, extremely low. The legendary ones, probably extremely high. The legendary ones in the legendary skill tome, very, very unlikely you'll get your hands on these unless you complete the whole thing. But I think these demon points are fairly common. So, you know, if you need just a little bit more demon points, it may actually be worth investing in this a little bit because you may be surprised with the results. But let's do one more. And Twisted Horns 25. Okay, we actually got some of the legendaries. So, not going to complain about that. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I don't think it's worth it, but I'm probably going to be able to open a couple more here and there. And the good result is I got 40 Titan points out of that. So that's brilliant. Allows me to get a Void Shard, make progress, and sooner I'm going to be able to get another Immortal Soul Stone, and that will help make progress through the Deck of Fates as well. And it's all going to just tick along nicely. So overall, I think it's worth investing a little bit into it just because you can get Titan points fairly easily, and if you need just a bit more to push you over the edge, it may be the only option you have. Let me know if you're going to take part in it, if you're going to do dungeon farming, or if you're going to use soul stones. Let me know, and I'll see you in the comments.